Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever you are. I hope you are having a good day, and I want to thank you for taking time out to listen to this message or watch it. Earlier this month of August, we looked at fear and courage. Today, we want to close off August by looking at doubt or doubting. Fear can be triggered by a number of things, but often they are threatening, painful, dangerous, or harmful to us. Doubt is closely related, but it focuses on our abilities. Being uncertain about something, someone, or having difficulty in believing something. From a biblical point of view, I came across this word. It says, doubt is wavering between two minds or lacking confidence or assurance or complete trust in God. It is a deviation from the truth about God in thought and deed. We know what we believe in. We have a faith. We know what our bodies are like. We know what is within us most of the time, but we question whether we can achieve or we can get to where we need to get to, even though Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you wherever you are. I hope you are having a good day. I want to thank you for taking time out to listen to or watch this message. Earlier this month of August, we looked at fear and courage. Today, we want to close off August by looking at doubt or doubting. Fear can be triggered by something that is threatening, that is dangerous, that is painful, or harmful to us. Doubt, which is closely related, is often centered around our abilities. The uncertainty about something or someone, or having difficulty in believing in something. From a biblical point of view, doubt is wavering between two minds or lacking confidence, assurance, or complete trust in God. It is a deviation from the truth about God in thought or deed. We have a faith, we claim to have a faith, we believe in God, but yet we don't fully trust in Him. We have a little voice that keeps making us doubt, questioning whether He is real or not. Where our abilities are concerned is something that is in our mind, stops us from achieving what we could be achieving. It can sometimes, and most of the time, be planted in us by people who are closest to us. Someone in your family, in your workplace, or a close friend of yours who constantly says to you, you are not good enough, or you don't have it in you. We've recently experienced the Olympics in Paris. We've seen athletes from all over the world participating. They did not get there by accident. They had to work hard, months and months, sometimes years, just to make it to the Olympics. Their preparation took a lot. Early mornings, late evenings, having the right diet, and pushing your inner limits to see how far you can get. They then had to compete locally to get the best from their own countries, who can then go and compete on a global scale with the best in the world at the Olympics. When they got there, they had their own expectations. Some of them, the fact that they made it to the Olympics was good enough. They could finally represent their own countries or put their own countries on a global map. Others wanted to get a medal, so they worked hard for it. We saw some of these guys struggle, whether they were running or swimming or cycling, struggling really hard. Some of them fell over, but picked up and continued because they were so determined to make it to the end and achieve something. They came with different expectations, but equipped differently. Some of those were long distance runners, marathon guys. Some were sprinters, 100 meters, 200 meters, footballers, boxers, wall climbers, swimmers, cyclists, and the list goes on and on and on. Equipped differently, trained differently, but focused on the abilities they each have. Now, the same thing can apply to our walk, our faith, or day-to-day life, where we can be faced with different challenges. But do we give up? Do we give in quickly and fail to achieve something, or do we continue pursuing it, throwing everything that we have at it? How do we achieve it? We focus on the abilities that we have been given by God in the first place. And that is what I want us to be thinking about right now. Matthew 14:31, here we see Peter trying to walk on the water as he goes to Jesus. He has started off well, but then he gets a voice in him that makes him start questioning whether he's going to make it there. He starts doubting. As a result, he starts sinking. And then at the end of verse 31, Jesus says, "O you of little faith, why do you doubt?" That question is for you and I today. Are you doubting? What are you doubting about? What abilities are you questioning? James 1, verse 6 and 8. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. Hold that picture in your mind, that wave in the sea being blown all over by the wind. Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all they do. To achieve things, we need stability. We need a firm footing, firm ground. But we also need to focus on what we are good at. That is our abilities. We need to stop looking at what other people do, what they're good at, and chase after that. Because God has given you something that's unique to you. It is already there. It's within you. But like those athletes, you need to train. Hard work, perseverance, determination to achieve something at the end of it. You want to achieve something at the end of today, this week, this month, this year, at the end of your life on this earth. Don't give in to the voices that discourage you, that put you down and make you doubt what you have. God has not chosen some people and ignored others. He is a fair God that gives us all something. And irrespective of what you are in society, I want to tell you today that you have something that's unique to you. You have your ability. We've seen kids take exams recently and results have come out, whether they did GCSEs or A-levels. You may be watching this message and trying to work out what you're going to do in September. I want to encourage you that you have so much that you can do, so much that you can achieve. Now, whilst we are not all equipped with the abilities to do everything, and again, I go back to the Olympics, some people are marathon runners and others are 100 or 200 meter sprinters. It's rare, sometimes just maybe not at all possible to see a marathon runner suddenly doing a 100 meter sprint. I've never seen it. I'm not saying it's completely impossible, but it is very rare. In the same way in our lives, we are equipped differently. your subject that you love the most, that you're good at, isn't necessarily the one that your friend is good at. Identify that and work hard at it and achieve what you are set out to achieve. God has got that prepared for you already. You just need to go and work at it. Matthew 19:26. Jesus looked at them and said, "With man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible." Do you believe in that? Or do you not? If you believe in that, then why do you doubt yourself? Why do you doubt your abilities? And why do you give in listening to those people whose intentions aren't good for you, constantly putting you down, discouraging you, making you question yourself? I don't want you to get it wrong. I'm not trying to be judgmental. We all face this in life. And you may be going through a doubting season in your life. I'm not going to say you're doing it wrong or you've got it wrong. But I want to encourage you that whilst we may face that, we need to look at God and ask Him to help us get out of the situation we might be in. Sometimes God speaks through others. He's put people in your life who can see what you may not be able to see. Speak to them. Spend some time in the scriptures. Pray. The more you invest in your time with God, the more likely you're going to find out what your ability is. And the more you're going to find out that God is always there with you. He has made a promise. So let's not be the people who put our talents hidden away only to waste them. Let's put our talents to use. Let's put our abilities to use. Psalms 144 verse 1. Praise be to the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. God is the master trainer, the coach. He's been there. He's done it. He knows what it takes. He made you and I. He knows our weaknesses. He knows where our muscles need to strengthen, the training that we need. So why should I waste my time on my own plan when I can be using His? I want, again, to encourage you to listen to His plans for you and follow those plans He has for you. Got to do your part. 1 Corinthians 9:24-27 brings everything that I've just touched on in one place. Do you not know that in a race all runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way to get the prize. Now, our prizes might be eternity from our faith perspective. But right here, right now, they might be just seeing it throughout the day or achieving that one thing you wanted to achieve this week. Again, you have the inner strength. You have the ability to do it. You may need to invest in training, like the athletes who took months and years to train for the Olympics. You need to make that your daily focus. Training, putting in all that you can, investing in it, so that you can reap the benefits afterwards. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. That's what I've just said. That's verse 25. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. That is eternity. But if you focus on achieving something today, it's going to be there long term. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. This is very important. Let's not put our attention, our energy, our focus on things that are worthless to us. Again, find out what God wants you to be investing your time in. A boxer beating the air? What for? How can I have a sprinter trying to run a marathon? They're not built that way. They're training hasn't been focused on that. So why would I want to do it in life? Why would I want to be doing something that isn't my calling, isn't my gifting, isn't my ability? Focus on what is right for you. And then verse 27, no, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize. This is for those of you, those of us who are in leadership capacity. Either you're a pastor, you're a church leader, you are in some capacity where you help other people. I count myself in that too. Whilst I'm sharing this message, it applies to me. Do what I say to others. I should be doing that. Else I'm a hypocrite, saying one thing but doing the opposite. Lead by example. We are all in this together. We are in a race and we're trying to make it to the end. Let's all focus on that, else we'll be left behind. And if you listen to someone who claims to be a leader and they say, no, it is just you, I'm all sorted, then they are wrong, because no one has made it there. It takes time, and we are all on a journey together. So I want to encourage you wherever you are. If doubt is an issue for you, then you have a way out. Don't throw your life away because you doubt your abilities, what you can achieve, what you can do. And don't listen to the people who are constantly there to put you down, to make you question what you can achieve. Because their intentions are clearly wrong, and they're not there to develop you, to build you up, but to destroy you, to bring you down. Be encouraged. Go out there and run your race to the end. Go deeper. You have what you need within you already. Maybe all you need to do is to train hard. Focus on the scripture. Pray. Fellowship with your brothers and sisters. Talk to God and talk to Him more. The more you do that, the closer you'll become to Him. The easier it will be to know your abilities and to know that His strength is there for you. He is there walking alongside you. Take care.